It's Thursday, March 28th. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Final farewells begin today for the fallen NYPD officer from Massapequa Park. Officer Jonathan Diller's hometown community came together last night for an emotional vigil. Steve Langford was there.
Grief blankets the street in Massapequa Park 2 days after a son of Long Island left here to go to work to help keep New York City safe, but will now never come home to his wife and baby.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Hundreds braved the rain Wednesday evening in Massapequa Park to show what the life of New York City police officer Jonathan Diller meant to this community.
Jonathan will be laid to rest in 3 days from today on Holy Saturday. His funeral and burial will take place in the very same day that Jesus' body is placed in the tomb.
Officer Diller's brother-in-law spoke for the family.
He was a cop. He was born to be a cop. He was born to be a hero. Okay? He was born to be a hero. He died being a hero. He died doing what he loved.
And Nassau County's police commissioner made a vow echoed by so many here.
I want the Diller family to know, tonight we start to keep our promise to never forget. We will be there whenever that family asks.
There was no mistaking the pain felt across the greater law enforcement family here.
It takes and rips a piece of our soul that we will never get back, and we will never get used to this.
The day before, the body of Officer Diller was escorted home to Long Island in the way only the New York City Police Department honors its fallen heroes. The powerful embrace of the NYPD's dignified transfer of remains on Tuesday included shutting down the Long Island Expressway in a majestic tribute to Officer Diller.
It kills me, brings a tear to my eye. As a matter of fact, I had a hard time sleeping that night.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero?
Back on the quiet street where Officer Jonathan Diller left for work Monday for the final time, a wife will be without her husband, a child without his father, and a community without a role model whose life was all about making a difference. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
Steve, thank you. There was this sentimental moment. Take a look, a rainbow appearing at the vigil just before sunset. Neighbors telling us they saw it as a sign of Diller's presence. There are wake services today and tomorrow for Officer Diller at the Massapequa Funeral Home. Former President Trump is expected to attend the services. Diller's funeral will start Saturday at St. Rose of Lima Roman Catholic Church in Massapequa. He will be laid to rest at St. Charles Cemetery in Farmingdale. The first of two suspects is now being held without bail in the killing of Officer Diller during a traffic stop in Queens. The driver, Lindy Jones, was arraigned on weapons charges yesterday, accused of having an illegal gun in the car that night. The alleged gunman, Guy Rivera, has not yet been charged. Both suspects have lengthy criminal records.
He had no business being on the streets. Less than 1 year, he was arrested for an illegal gun. 2 nights ago, in a car, he had an illegal gun. And sitting next to him, a vicious cop killer riding shotgun. Together, 2 career criminals. What were they planning on doing that night? He is just responsible as the individual who pulled that trigger.
Stay with Newsday as we continue to follow the latest in the death of Officer Diller. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. A deadly wrong-way crash on Sunrise Highway. This happened in East Moriches yesterday afternoon. Police say Donald Cuarta of Shoreham was headed west near exit 61 when he crossed into the eastbound lanes and slammed into a truck. He died. The truck driver was not hurt. It will soon cost you more to drive into Lower Manhattan. Congestion pricing's got its final stamp of approval for the MTA board yesterday. Beginning in June, most drivers will pay $15 to drive below 60th Street. There are some exceptions for certain vehicles. Commuters we spoke with have mixed feelings on the decision.
Life is hard enough here, and I think that they should stay out of our pockets.
You can walk faster going cross town than, taking the bus. It's like the bus speed is like 5-6 miles an hour going through all that traffic, so I'm in favor of it.
The plan is facing several legal challenges that could delay the rollout. A pay bump for the Nassau County executive. Bruce Blakeman received a $16,000 raise this year. County record shows part of a cost of living adjustment for elected officials, bringing his total salary to nearly $228,000 for 2024. Workers at 2 more Long Island Starbucks locations have voted to unionize. Yesterday evening, workers at the Old Westbury and Garden City locations voted to join a union. Workers are angry about low staffing levels and high turnover. Last month, Starbucks said it would begin negotiating first contracts with unionized stores this year. It's baseball's opening day, but Mother Nature threw the Mets a curveball. Today's rain has pushed the Mets Milwaukee Brewers game until tomorrow afternoon. First pitch is set for 1:40 p.m. It's the second straight year the Mets' first home game was delayed due to rain. The Yankees open their season away today in Houston against the Astros. Juan Soto is making his pinstripes debut. Nestor Cortez is pitching for the Bronx Bombers this afternoon. We continue our celebration of Women's History Month today. We're looking at the first female apprentice jockey to win a graded stakes race in our state. Jamie Stewart has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
24-year-old Madison Olver is loving life, especially when it gets a little messy.
Super Chow still there. It's Super Chow up by a length. Super Chow drifts but does it again, and Super Chow wins the Tomfool.
I feel like I get to live more in like those minute, 2 minutes that I'm riding the horses than some people get to live in a year.
Olver, who lives in Valley Stream, made history last month when she became the first female apprentice jockey to win a graded stakes race in New York when she won the Toboggan Stakes.
But it's going to be Super Chow and jockey Madison Olver. They win the Toboggan.
How much fun are you having?
So much. Some days more than others, but so much. It's the best.
First introduced to horses when she was just 14 months old.
My mom just threw me up there. She jogged off with me, just left me hanging there, bouncing in the saddle. Apparently I had a great time.
Madison has worked her way up the ranks, winning multiple graded stakes races at Aqueduct and shedding her label as an apprentice jockey. So now she's just one of the guys.
I want to look like I'm riding like a guy. I don't want to look like I'm riding like a girl.
Being a female in a male-dominated sport isn't the easiest thing, but Maddie says the jockeys and trainers here at Aqueduct have been nothing but great to her. And as for the horses, Maddie says she brings something a little different to the track.
I find that I have soft hands. Force and strength is great, and it works in a lot of ways, but sometimes a gentle touch can help as well.
Madison says the goal is to keep her soft hands, but add a little more muscle. After that, who knows where this sport can take her.
After you win a race and you say to yourself, wow, I can really do this, what are the ultimate dreams?
Sky's the limit.
Even if it gets a little messy. For NewsdayTV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
Good luck, Madison. Thank you, Jamie. Read more stories like this on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Rain, a tribute to the Beatles, performing at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair on April 10th.
Here's what's up on Long Island. It's all about Easter. There are loads of Easter parades and events, including a crazy hat parade in Bellport on Saturday. And on Sunday, there's an Easter vintage car parade in Garden City and an Easter bunny parade down Main Street in Port Jefferson Village. Should be a good time. And there are also egg hunts across the island, including the egg scramble at Adventureland in Farmingdale and at White Post Farms in Melville. There's also the Montauk Extravaganza. Or visit the Easter Bunny himself. Buster the Easter Bunny will be at Texas Roadhouse in Selden for breakfast on Sunday. There's also brunch with the Easter Bunny at Dee's Nursery in Oceanside or dinner at Desmond's Restaurant in Wading River. So you have some options. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box on our homepage. Checking out your wet Thursday forecast, rainy today, highs around 50 degrees. Tomorrow, the sun will come out kind of or partly cloudy, close to mid-50s. And here's a look at your futurecast. Heavy rain all day, and then it clears out overnight. Looking at your 7-day forecast, we dry out just in time for Easter weekend, and we warm up. Highs in the upper 50s. That's your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Try to stay dry out there, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.